Wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom today. It's a beautiful day, as every day is on this channel, because the sun is out, birds are chirping. What more is there to ask for? So, in this video, I want to talk about fear. So, fear has been a big part of my life, a big part of the human experience. And I'm sure that fear has, been a part of your life at some point in your life. Because fear, starting to realize, is actually a very natural thing to a certain extent. Okay, I realized that in your life, if you have a little bit of fear towards anything, that it is completely okay and is completely normal to have any amount of fear towards anything in your life. And there's so many things in life that you can have fear towards. For me, I just planted some broccoli seeds, and one fear of mine is that they're not going to grow properly. They're not going to get enough light, they're not going to get enough water, they're not going to get enough moisture. So that's a fear of mine that's on a lower level, but it's still a fear of mine. Another fear of mine could be what other people think of me. If someone starts to walk up behind me to play at the park and they see me filming this video, that might be a fear of mine, a natural human fear of mine. Another fear could be if I am in danger, actual physical danger. That could be another fear. But what I'm trying to say is that you may have fear in many different areas of your life. But I want you to know that a little bit of fear every single day is completely normal and is actually completely beneficial to you. It is completely normal and completely beneficial to you. A little bit of fear every single day. And why it is important to feel fear every single day is because having a little bit of fear within you will train your willpower. It will train your ability to let go. This is the biggest thing, is that having fear in your life will train your ability to let go. I've noticed that for me, whenever I have extreme amounts of fear, like whenever I'm in situations that are just very hard, a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, my heart could be racing out of my chest. Whenever I'm in these situations, I notice that I'm really trying to let go. I'm really focusing on just letting go, taking some deep breaths, and just being present. And the more that you do this, the more that I train my mind to be present, the more that I train my mind to just let go and to just be in the moment, the more that I do this, the better I get at controlling my fears, the stronger I get within. Your emotional IQ, because we have an emotional IQ and we have an intelligence IQ, right? The one that most people know about is the intelligence IQ, but you also have an emotional intelligence. You have an emotional intelligence, and this is how well you are able to control your emotions, how well you are able to, control whether it be fear, it could be anger, jealousy, any emotion inside of you. Your emotional intelligence is how well you are able to control these emotions, right? That's your EQ, your emotional intelligence, right? Completely different from IQ. So the more fear that I have in my life, I noticed that I become stronger. Fear only makes you stronger. I like to tell myself this, that fear will only make me stronger. Back in when I was in university, I had a lot of fear, right? And I knew that I had to get out of there. And I want to film a video on why I dropped out of college too, because it has everything to do with my whole journey, my whole spiritual awakening and everything, why I dropped out of college. So I want to make a video on that as well pretty soon. But I had a lot of fear back then during that time in my life, right? I had a ton of fear. I was around a ton of new people that I didn't know. I was in a place that was unfamiliar to me, And I was also sleeping there. I was staying in a dorm there, which is a completely different new experience for me, and that has a big impact subconsciously. You would be surprised. You may not realize, like, if you're in a new situation, or if you're in a different situation, or if you're around different people, subconsciously this is going to have an impact on you, whether you know it or not, whether you're conscious of it or not. This is going to have a subconscious impact on you. And I'm now looking back on that time in my life, realizing that there was so much subconscious fear going into my brain, so much uncertainty that I wasn't consciously aware of, but that was happening, because your subconscious mind governs like over 90% of your mind. It's like 95% of your mind is your subconscious mind. You know, we're always just taking things in around us that we're not conscious of, you know, that we're not directly conscious of. So back then, I was taking in a lot of fear. I look back on it, and even lately, there's been a lot of fear in my life. Just fear for no reason whatsoever. And I think this has a lot to do with just everything that's going on in the planet. There's a lot of stuff going on in the planet right now. And it's very important for us to all take it easy, because every human being on this planet is being affected in their own unique way, but this energy is affecting them in some way. So if you have a lot of fear, if you are very frightful, if you're uncertain of the future, I want to remind you that it's normal to have a little bit of fear. It's okay. Don't let your fear become that cycle. Don't be afraid that you're afraid, right? Because then it's a cycle. It just keeps going and feeding off itself. So what I'm telling you is that it's okay to have a little bit of fear. Trust me, it is completely okay, and it is necessary for your growth. To get a higher emotional intelligence, you need to face difficulties. You need to face fears. You need to have a little bit of fear every single day. You know, you need to at least have some level of fear in your life in order to grow, in order to expand on this journey and become stronger. I had a lot of fear when I started filming these videos, and I still do. I still do. It's not a normal thing for me that I'm not completely used to yet. I've only been doing this for about 20 days, like filming every single day for about 20 days, and it's a very new experience for me. And like I said, subconsciously, this is going to have an impact on me subconsciously, whether I know it or not. And subconsciously, I'm also growing. I'm also expanding, because I'm facing these fears of speaking. Like, guys, I was always afraid of speaking my entire life. So this is not an easy, fluid thing for me. You know, I've always, like I said, I've always been a quiet person. Always been super shy, introverted, right? I've always been like that. But that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm facing my fears. That's why I'm growing every single day. And I encourage you to even step into your fears. If you know that you need to do something for your own growth, if you know that you need to do something that will help you evolve, that will help you grow, become stronger, and evolve in life and level up, but it's fearful for you, you have this fear and anxiety before you do it, I encourage you to just go and do it. Just go and do it despite all the fears that you have, despite the fear that you're feeling within you. Just go ahead and do it anyway, because it is so rewarding, right? All your dreams and all your wishes are on the other side of fear. They're on the other side of fear. So when you face your fears, the world opens up to you. The entire world opens up to you. And that's why fear is a good thing. That's why it's okay to be afraid. It is completely okay to be afraid. Okay? It is completely okay to be afraid. So if you're feeling fear in any area of your life, I want you to take away from this video that it is okay. It is normal. You are becoming stronger in the process. And back to my days in university, it was some serious fear. I want to make a video on that, because that was a big part of my life. And the thing was, I was in college trying to focus on all the schoolwork and meeting new people and all this stuff. conditioning myself to a new environment, and at the same time, I had to focus on my spiritual growth, because that's always happening no matter what. Your spiritual, emotional, mental growth is always happening no matter what's going on in your physical reality. You are always growing emotionally. You're always growing spiritually. So that was going on, crazy times, around Libra season, Scorpio season, end of Virgo season. The fall is the season of change, of course, and I swear that is so real. Like every fall, so much changes, spiritually, emotionally, so much changes. But yeah, that was a crazy part of my life. Looks like the rain's starting to come down. Birds are still chirping though. Birds are still chirping. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you can relate. I hope you can understand that a little bit of fear in your life is completely okay. Don't let your fear turn into a negative cycle that just keeps feeding off of itself. Because trust me, I've been there. Been there many times. And specifically with a lot of health anxiety. If you guys saw my vegan video, I said that I've always been a hypochondriac. I've always been afraid of diseases and afraid of health problems. And that's some serious fear right there. Like it's pretty serious. And I feel like all fear is different. Like that's its own category of fear. There's like social fear, there's like physical danger fear, there's like health anxiety fear, which is just an illusion that you can create in your mind. It's all an illusion that you create in your mind, really. But it all makes you stronger, because every time you have fear, you learn how to control it. You learn how to get over it. You learn how to overcome it, because we don't want to stay that way. So we have to change. We have to learn how to overcome it, to learn how to get through it. So, yeah, if you're having any fear in your life, just know that it is making you stronger. It is helping you out. And don't let it control you. Okay? Use the fear, learn from it, grow from it, become stronger, and then you will be living your life. Then you will be living your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, share this video with your friend. I love all of you. You're all amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.